or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Don't let a tech problem slow you down. Noble Geeks fixes a variety of phones and computers. From a cracked phone screen to an unresponsive computer, Noble Geeks is here to help your home or office. Call 317-560-0579 or stop by our downtown Noblesville location at 935 Maple Avenue and see what a Noble Geek can do for you.
It's very true that it takes a village to raise a child. And when it comes to my healthcare village at Community Health Network, it's all nestled right in my phone. Accessing healthcare is the ability to be connected with your provider and ask a question when you need it. I feel like when I'm meeting with a community nurse practitioner or doctor, they're tuned in to what is going on with me and the way that they can serve me best.
Stand by me.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Well, welcome to today's broadcast of IHSAA football on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd like to also thank other great sponsors: Noblesville Trophies, Gaylord Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, visit HamiltonCounty.com, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church Hit on Anthem, Blades Audio Video Security, and the Hamilton County Reporter. Well, I'm Perry Williams. Alongside me tonight is Sean Blades. Welcome, Sean.
Thanks, Perry. Good to be here. Looking forward to another great Friday night at Beaver Stadium here in Noblesville.
Yeah, it should be an outstanding game here tonight. Of course, the crowd's down a little bit because fall break's starting.
Yeah, that's always a problem this time of year. It looks like our crowd's a little bit down. I was really just mentioning Brownsburg usually travels pretty well. This is really a thin crowd over there for a 7-0 team. You know, Brownsburg comes in here undefeated, been on a real hot streak, scoring a lot of points, got a lot of big athletes, a lot of quickness in the back end, and it's going to be a real tough opponent. They come in 7-0, leading the conference. Millers come in at 3-4, reeling a little bit. On paper, this looks like it should be a pretty big night for Brownsburg, but Noblesville hopes to come out and maybe put together some long drives, control the football, and they've played Brownsburg fairly tough the last couple of seasons, so we'll see how this one shakes out tonight.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about, before we get into the ball game here, let's talk a little bit about with this game here tonight, and then tomorrow we'll be here at 10 o'clock to do the Brownsburg freshman game. So it'll be Brownsburg and Noblesville freshman game. Both those teams are undefeated.
Yeah, that's a big game, too. It's going to be exciting. It's kind of a Brownsburg weekend. Coming back, Noblesville's freshmen and Brownsburg freshmen, both undefeated, both playing really well. I recall from that season when those boys were sixth graders that Noblesville was a really good team that year, and Brownsburg was as well. Brownsburg has been pretty loaded for a while with a lot of talent, and they seem to even get more talented in high school with move-ins and development and whatnot. So, yeah, that'll be fun tomorrow, but hopefully the freshmen can have a great time, and the freshman families can enjoy getting a chance to see their boys on Hamilton County TV. My only worry is I wish I could be here to help you broadcast.
Yeah,
I love
too.
a lot of those players, but
me too.
I'll be on the golf course chasing that little white ball around.
Yeah. Well, also one thing about it too is at 1 o'clock, Jim Wofford will move over to the soccer game for the soccer sectional, which is Noblesville and Fishers. That's on the boys' side. And Hamilton County TV will broadcast that game. Then we'll be back here, 5:30, is that right? 5 for IEFA football. And Sean, talk a little bit about that before we get this kickoff.
Yeah, tomorrow's the Final Four for the Indiana Elementary Football Association. The season's kind of coming down to an end here. And tomorrow night, Noblesville, for the first time in a long time, is one of the top 2 seeds and get a chance to host that semifinals. So we're excited. We got Carmel and Center Grove going at it right here at 5 o'clock, and then Brownsburg and Noblesville follows that game at 7 o'clock, and the 2 winners will play in the championship next Saturday down in Center Grove, and unless Carmel wins, and then it'll be in Carmel. So we're really excited about that. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. Yeah, really looking forward to it. The Grinders have not been to the IFA championship since 1985, Perry.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, you were in your early 70s, I think, back then. All right, here we go. We're kicking the ball off. Noblesville is kicking it deep. A lot of wind right now out of the north, so I would think
Laterno blast.
Yeah, I think Laterno was loving that, man.
Yeah, that made him look really good.
I think he hit his 3-wood. Got it way down there. So I'll tell you, Perry, Brownsburg's offense is potent, and with that quarterback and that running back, I'm sure you're going to talk about this. This is going to be interesting to see how the Millers' defense stacks up and how Brownsburg comes out, and they're big across the front line.
Yeah,
Gee whiz, look at those fellas.
They certainly are. They certainly are. Here we go.
That's Sherrill on the carry, running through contact. He's very quick and strong. He's only 5'8", 190 pounds, but I think last week he rushed for 340 yards or something.
And 340 yards and 9 carries.
That's a good season.
Yeah. But he's averaging on the season. He's averaging. Let me see. I had it here and I lost my.
It's a little over 9 yards a carry, I believe.
Yeah, it's 9 yards a carry.
That pass is incomplete. Their quarterback's
10.1.
Jake Dunn is their quarterback, number 18. Got a lot of explosive weapons catching the ball. Just overthrew that one a little bit on first down. Brownsburg's in a tight end formation, which in years past it's a little bit different for them. They like to run the H-back, but they're running they got a single tight end so far in the first 2 plays, and single running back and wide receivers. And they actually jumped a little early there, a little bit out of sync on the snap. And it's going to bring up 2nd 15. I noticed the Millers in that second play there, they're really just running a 3-man front, so they're trying to keep their linebackers free to play the pass. Now Brownsburg's here again in a tight right situation. The quarterback's going to keep it. And Dunn's a little bit of a dual threat, as you can see there, and is able to attack the weak side. I mean, you got to respect Sherrill, and that fake drew most of the second level of the defense, as you'll see on the replay here. And Sherrill just simply kept it. You see Brownsburg's weak side, which is their side without the tight end. Both guys got out to linebackers and made really well executed blocks. It's just a well coached team there, executing a play the way it's supposed to be. Brings up first down. Brownsburg's with trips to the left here. No tight end on this particular set. Pulled backside. Sherrill's up the gut off the left side for about 2.5.
Sherrill will carry the ball most of the time here for Brownsburg.
He picked up 3 there. Brownsburg stays in the 0 tight end set, what we call 10 personnel, a 1 for 1 back and 0 for no tight ends. 2 receivers on each side have done. Looking for a quick drop back and throw, and a little hesitation there, and the ball's a little high. Covered well by Cam Wilson. Pass was intended there for, I'm trying to get a number, but he's all the way over there. Pass is a little high. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for Brownsburg. Miller's got to be happy with this position right now. Absolutely, because this is a very, very potent offense. You know, the one thing about it, Jake Dunn now, he's completed 70% of his passes this season, and he's averaging 19.9. There's Sherrill. Yeah. Again, on 3rd and 7, to choose to run it from that position. They're going to be, I think, the other side spot had him pretty good. 3rd and 7, and you're comfortable running the ball. That's a pretty good place to be. Aaron Brewer's in on defense right now for the Millers. Again, we got the H-back on the right side, single back set. Again, the read option, and Dunn keeps this ball, picks up 9 or 10. Looks like they really found something on that where they're able to attack the weak side. Again, you're trying to just teach disciplined football. The guys on the weak side, they're cross keying that more than likely, and they got to just view the quarterback. They're not going to tackle the receiver going out, or the running back going out to the right side anyways. This time he gives it to Sherrill, who bounces it outside.
Kicks it outside.
He's got wiggle. You know, he's just got those natural full speed cuts that just, you know, you'd like to say you could teach it. I suppose you can work on it, but he's gifted. You can see it. Gavin Kenyon was actually out there and beat his block, but then just got out athleted a little bit. That kid's special in the open field. I don't think I'd want to try to tangle with him. He's able to slip by there. Okay, Brownsburg's running trips, actually quads to the left with a tight end and H-back and 2x2, and they're just going to run it up the gut with Sherrill again. Picks up about 8 right up the middle. Brownsburg will run a plethora of formations, but a lot of the blocking with the inside runs is just the same thing, just from different receivers in different places. Just trying to get angles on you. John Hart is a really good coach. You got tight wing left now, with 2 receivers out there. They're really heavy to this side. Sherrill just zone runs that and sees the opening and cuts it back for about another 10 yards.
Another first down.
Looks like Israel Oladipupo on the stop there, number 27, along with some other Millers. They're staying in that unbalanced formation. They're just real heavy. If you look at this, it's receivers, tight ends, H-back, right. And we didn't seem to have anybody on the slot receiver. Picked up about 13. Just excellent schemes and excellent execution there.
Yeah, you know, that front line's big, Sean. That's a huge front line for
Jackson Peterson, number 5 there on the slot on that last play, just backed into coverage and just was a little late getting there. Sherrill just off the right side for the quick touchdown. Looks like that was about a 3-minute and 19-second drive and for the score. You can see again they're real heavy on that right side with a tight end, a wing back, and 2 receivers. And Sherrill just walks in the end zone. Kick is good. And this number 3, Spencer Porath, booted that one through. Would have been good from about 40.
Porath's a Purdue commit. He'll be playing at Purdue next season.
Well, that looked like a next level kicker there. Now we'll see what he's got though, kicking into the wind here.
Well, it'll be kind of interesting because he's so far this season. Of course, they've scored a lot, but so far this season he's put 40 in the end zone.
Just the idea that he's had 40 chances to kick after a touchdown.
Well, they actually have 73 that they kick.
73 kickoffs. That's it's a good career for most. Hey, got special guests up in the booth.
Yeah.
All right, so Porath's going to be set to kick. The Millers are going to look to try to sustain a nice long drive and return something here and try to keep that Brownsburg offense off the field would be a really good plan at this point, because that was a well-oiled machine.
Yes, it was. You can see why they're one of the top teams in the state here. That wind kind of played a little havoc on it. Sean, one of the things we were talking about, that big front line, the two tackles, Hamilton and Tommen, they're 230 and 264, and both guards are 310 pounds each.
Man, that's a
college
that's some
sizes
size
up there on those guards.
There's a lot of good restaurants on the west side. Maybe that's part of it. I hit Smoky Bones every time I get a chance.
Yeah, I know. That's your favorite, isn't it?
That ball did get held up in the wind, and Brewer actually makes a fair catch as that ball was rolling backwards.
Yeah, it was.
Miller's a little lucky they didn't get a late hit call there. A little bit of aggressiveness. So we'll take the Millers will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession. We'll see if we got Jacob Baker leading them out here as quarterback.
You know, the one thing about it, Sean, you can hear that little rumbling in our headsets and stuff, and I'm sure on the air, because the wind is blowing.
Yeah, I think it's
pretty hard out there. Now, if we had Brad, he would tell us exactly how many mile an hour this wind is. But
that's a direct snap to Logan Schaffner on the first play of the game. Picks up about 8 or 9. That's a pretty good start for the Millers.
You know, we used that Wildcat last week against Hamilton Southeastern.
We were unbalanced. That's just strictly single wing football there. Unbalanced left and just overpowered them. That's a good wrinkle. We're staying in that again. You can see we're unbalanced to the left side. Yeah, just old-fashioned single-wing football. I love this. Again, Logan Schaffner finds a seam. Picks up about 14 or 15 there. This is something new. Brownsburg didn't expect to see this look, and Coach Sharp put in some nice wrinkles here to start this game. Yeah, the whole flow went the other way, and it was really excellent blocking up front by the Millers. You know, we're playing without Curtis Gordon. You know, went down last week with an injury. God bless him. He was having a heck of a season, so they've made some adjustments up front there, and they have to prove something here. Again, they're off balance left with a single receiver. Just a different look altogether, kind of an inverted wishbone with the quarterback deep with a couple fullbacks. Picks up about 6, Logan Schaffner. I mean, this is just pee-wee football here, but whatever works, man, I'm all for it.
And we need to keep the ball out of their hands, Sean.
We do, and let's sustain some drives. I'll probably slow this offense down a little, but again, that's some of our advantage as well. You got Indy Wilhelm on the right side over here. You got Michael Bennett, I see, at left guard. Big Ransom McDermott, of course. You got Gabe Bellum and Gage Gawley just both playing fullback here. And Schaffner sneaks up the middle and picks up another 10 yards. They found something. Looks like Big 77's pushing guys down the field. And they're just moving bodies. Ransom McDermott actually had a beautiful combo block there. Getting first level to second and broke down. And good to see him making some good open field plays. Again, they're staying in that formation.
Why not? I mean, they haven't stopped it yet. So
Aiden Brewer's out left. We got an extra lineman. They're just playing without a quarterback. Just letting Schaffner run over and over and over. There's another 8 or 9 yards. And you're probably thinking, is he going to get tired? And the answer is no. I don't think Logan gets tired. Brownsburg defense reeling a little bit here, trying to figure this out.
And he can always find a hole, you know. And I mean, he is unbelievable.
Well, it's hard to find him.
Yeah.
So they're moving the formation over, taking the strength to the other side here. You see Max Miller flips over to the right tight end, and Brewer's staying out here one-on-one coverage. I think right now Sharp's just saying, are they going to rotate a corner specifically to try to cover Brewer? What are they going to do here? Schaffner's got to be on his toes to catch these snaps. I'm looking right there and just seeing that formation. Here comes Jake Baker, and they're probably going to go a little more traditional.
Yeah, I think they were basically running that Wildcat until
Big Toby Barnes is out there on those formations there. 3rd and 2. Yeah, you're right. They're going back to traditional now, Perry. Just traditional T. Baker under center. Brownsburg's down at 4-4, and they got some bodies up there. Gage Gully off the right side. He's going to be just a touch short.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Important spot here.
Gage Gully on the carry for the Millers. Short of the first down.
It's going to be 4th and about a foot. They got to get right to the 25-yard line, I do believe.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But Sharp's calling the play in. There's still 22 seconds on the play clock. Brownsburg's in a 4-man front. They look like they're almost in a 5. They got that corner step down, both corners. Look for Gabe Bellin off the left side here. That's what they got. He picked up first down and more.
You'd think you was a football coach, you know, man?
Well, I got a guy like Gabe Bellin out there. I'm probably gonna let him run the ball. See, now he gave Schaffner a little bit of a blow there, although he's a really good lead blocker. I'm sure he didn't get much of a break, but they're going to go back now to that inverted wishbone with the quarterback taking the snap.
You know, you and I talk a lot about this. I mean, Schaffner's a great runner, but he's also a great blocker.
And both of the fullbacks are really, really tight. I look for him to run some sort of a misdirection out of this.
Oh, hey, here we go.
Brownsburg was bringing it there, trying to fill some gaps.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up a 1st and 5.
It's always good when you can get a 5-yard penalty and be 1st and 5, right?
I did see in this formation earlier the wings, when they release around the edge here, there was no one covering them. I don't know if they'd let Schaffner throw the ball, but if he needs to go to it, he could probably take one step and then pass it out in the flats to Gully. He was uncovered earlier. I mean, they're going to obviously stay with Brewer as he heads up the field. 1st and 5. We'll see Brownsburg staying in that. They're almost in a 60 at this point. They're walking everybody down. Miller's got the play, about 12 seconds on the play clock. Sharp's being smart here. I wouldn't be in a big hurry either. You don't want Brownsburg to get the ball back. Yeah, Brownsburg just brought the house that time, and they kind of know that in this formation it's going to be 4, and everyone in the all 11 guys are keying him.
Yeah.
I would bet you that there's something in here where he can hand the ball to Gully, and Gully can roll out and throw it, or they can run some sort of an outside play here.
Because Gully can throw the ball.
2nd and around 4. Miller's putting together a pretty nice drive here. Got to be pretty happy. Yeah, they're just sending the house now. There's just not much room, but Logan's able to find a couple of yards there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3. Here comes Jacob Baker back in the game. Toby Barnes out. Toby was a center for the Grinders back in the day. Brownsburg making a little bit of a substitution there. I think they look like they brought in Griffin Simpson. I believe that's 19 at safety. Probably expected maybe they might try to throw the ball. Tried the no play. 7 seconds on the play clock. It's going to have to hustle or call timeout. There's Bellin off the left side. You think he's going to get it?
Yes, he did.
Made a really nice move to get through some traffic. It's going to bring up a 1st and goal from the 5. Bake staying on. They're staying in the T. See off the left side, just some really good blocking. They were able to pull. It's really tough against those 6- and 7-man fronts to be able to pull guards and still protect that gap that they pulled from. But that's just so much coaching that's done to get that down block and scoop it, as Coach Sharp likes to call it, to protect that puller. Again, the freeze play clock's under 10. Definitely putting together a long drive here, which is what you want in this game. Bellin again off the left side is going to pick up about half of it. Going to bring up a 2nd goal from around the 3.
Bellum's a load, man. I mean, he really is a load when he gets that ball and gets ahead of steam. And
they're about the 4, or is that the 3 or 4 3-yard line? Coach Sharp's just trying to think here if he needs to do anything different or just try to keep on running off tackle or They can run trap. Trap's been a problem lately because these teams got some pretty big guys that are holding their ground inside, but might be a good time to run trap just because they haven't seen it yet.
He may have to call a timeout here. Nope, got it off.
There's Gage Golly. He's going to be about a yard short off the right side. He reached it out and got awful close.
Yeah, he did.
He's within about 6 inches from what I'm seeing.
What do you think, Bellum?
I think quarterback sneak.
Yeah, that's right.
If you look at the way they're lining up, as long as our center can move a little bit, they're off the center and slanting hard. That should be enough room for. Should be enough room, but let me see what they're looking at here. It's probably going to be Bellum off the left side. I mean, they're bringing everyone. It's Golly. It's Golly.
Touchdown.
And in those situations, he won't even pull a guard. You don't need that extra blocker really to get 1 foot.
No.
And you keep those gaps a little protected. That's pretty good drive put together by the Millers there. Exactly what they needed to respond. Great blocking all the way across the front. So,
yeah, talk a little bit about
Laterno in to try to tie this one up. About a minute. Or is that 11 seconds? I can't read that. 11 seconds left?
Yeah.
Kick is good. That's a tie ball game, Perry.
Talk a little bit about this offense and how important that was with that long drive, taking it to the distance. What we started about the 25.
Yeah, it's a 75-yard drive, all on the ground. A little bit of wrinkles early, and then they honestly, when they went back to traditional stuff, it was working. It's tough, and what we've seen is teams like Brownsburg got a lot of athletes, but this is their 8th game of the year, and they haven't seen anything similar to this. And you can rep it all you want in practice and try to replicate it. You can't. And these guys that, the Millers have been doing it so long now with Coach Sharp's 4th season that it's tougher, but it'll be interesting to see now what Brownsburg does as far as adjustments, try to shut certain things down. The Millers get behind the sticks a little bit, behind schedule, on 2nd and 10. Third and 10, things like that, and then all of a sudden we're out of what we do best, and it'll be interesting when both teams get a little off schedule. Right now they both held serve. Brownsburg marched down the field with little resistance, and honestly, Noblesville had I think they had 1 4th and short there, but for the most part they were picking up chunk plays too,
and that's what we got to do.
Yeah, Laterno's got the wind at his back here. He's probably going to just tee up a 3-wood and hit it high. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah.
Ooh. They stayed in. That's probably not the best thing.
Nope.
You really need that kick to go out of bounds.
Yes, you do.
Kicking it deep, you're kicking it to their best athlete in the open field usually, and that's not ever something we look forward to.
Yep.
Going to start out at the 46-yard line. This is one of those games, honestly, if Coach Sharp and Brownsburg has another drive similar to their first drive, you start thinking about going onside. I mean, you go onside and they get it, they're going to be right here. Especially when we're kicking into the wind. I mean, we're probably looking at best at the 40-yard line. Why not sacrifice 10 yards and try to recover something? But what do I know? I kick onside too much. Double tight, a little different look.
There goes Cheryl around. Good job over there by the Millers.
Yeah, that's a little different alignment for Brownsburg. Yeah, that's the end of the first quarter, where each team's had the ball one time and each team scored a touchdown, 7-7 after one.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Call them at 317-773-7391.
Brownsburg comes out in that off-balance look again on the left side, and Cheryl hits off tackle left, picks up about 5, going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
You know, I wouldn't normally say this, but 5 yards for Sherrill's, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, they're holding him. They're holding him down. It's 3rd and 2.
Because he averages over 10 yards per play.
Again, Brownsburg stays in that heavy left set. They just run in zone with Sherrill. I mean,
there he goes.
You just give him the ball and say find the opening, and then he does a really nice job of it.
And he reads that very well. I mean, he's a player.
I'm not looking close enough, but I feel like we just don't have enough bodies over there. With the way with what they're running, they have us outnumbered over and over. They have us outnumbered over there again with that H-back. They're going to throw it this time. Well, we're out pretty well covered. Cameron Wilson's really had a fine season out there. He's a big, fast, athletic kid. He's covered some of the best receivers in our conference. He's gotten better and better.
You know, that's one of the things about it with these seniors this year. I mean, this is a good group of seniors, and a lot of them have worked very, very hard to get where they are today.
They do. They're a good group of kids. They're competing, and now they're really, really heavy over here on this right side.
Oh, there's Dunn.
Really nice job of getting off that block by, I think that's Austin Hastings.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just seeing where they have us outnumbered and trying to run to that spot. It's really hard to defend 2 athletes like that with the offensive line they have. It's just not an easy job. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3. Again, they're got H-back left. They kind of ran the freeze play on us. Didn't work as good. They got twins right, 2 receivers right, tight wing left, Sherrill to the left. And we're going to shift that H-back over and probably run right behind him. Oh, high snap.
High snap.
Still, they held him up. I think there's no gain on the play. You'd like to, take advantage of that if you're the Millers and get a loss there, but it's going to bring up a 4th and about 2.
Well, the confidence they have in this running game, I assure you they're going to go for it.
But Dunn's got some quick feet.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's going to run it off the right side here, I believe. It's like the Millers are going to take a timeout. They want to talk this one over. All right, you want to hit to another sponsor? Want me to read this one?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm sure you'd love that. Let's go with Gaylor Electric. Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO. Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylor Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights, fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of the Hamilton County Sports. Good. Well, we'll see what Coach Sharp and Coach Metzler are thinking about here. They know this would be a huge stop.
It's a momentum shifter right here now.
It is, and I got to believe I'm going to go I would believe I'd bet a lot of your money on Brownsburg's going to run the ball with number 7. Well, they could go to that quarterback run as well because that's been very, very effective. They just need 2 yards. So if I'm the Millers here, I'm probably gambling a whole lot on inside run. Yeah, they're coming out really quick, trying to hit that left side.
You got to realize for the
he cuts it back.
Oh yeah, what a move! A little spin move there.
It's just hard to cover all those gaps, and they're going to run the ball, and you need to cover 5 or 6 gaps in there. And the Millers slanted and just too slow, taking bad angles, filling wrong windows, and he finds the right one. He finds where they ain't. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 16. Dunn's back to throw it. I think we got a little bit of a false start. I'm actually the old.
That's against Brownsburg.
The old stubborn coach in me is just still amazed that they're looking to throw the ball when you're running it like they are. But
yeah.
I suppose you got to keep the Millers on their toes a little bit.
Yeah, when you have a running back that gets
left.
10 yards every time he carries the ball, it's
tight left, wing right. There's that quarterback keep. That H-back has come back, and that's their counter play with the quarterback. It's very, very successful. You'll see this. You'll see Sherrill go right, but you'll see their H-back go backside kick out. Basically, that's like a counter or reverse with your quarterback. Watch the H-back number 47. He actually comes through and has no one to block. the gap was so big he didn't even have anyone to block over there.
Well, when you have a back like Cheryl, number 7, you know, we're keeping a close eye on Cheryl, and Dunn just runs right up the middle.
Yeah, Cameron Edwards pulled across there. Had them outnumbered. But you feel like when you're playing a team like this as a coach, it's so frustrating because you feel like it's 15 against 11 the whole game. You wonder, how do they seem to have us outnumbered everywhere? And that's kind of where Brownsburg's at.
Yeah, you keep counting out there saying, wait a minute, there can't be just 11 players on that field.
And they just, if you look at the angles they're getting on the blocks, it's just every play they're getting to the right place. They're getting you moving wrong, and they're creating big alleys to run through.
Let's thank one of our sponsors. Community Health Network Walk-In Clinic for Sports Injuries is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sports medicine, orthopedic physicians are on site to treat everything from sprains and strains to fractures and joint injuries. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information. What about Church Hymn and Anthem? Since 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve the most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190.
Well, they're going to kick it off here. He's got the wind with him. I expect this one to possibly go through the uprights. Well, maybe they want to play a little bit of that.
Yeah, he stepped in there.
You know, with that holder, it does take a little off of it.
Yeah.
And you were telling me about this Spencer Porath earlier today. We were talking about this game, and he's got some kickers just look next level, and we've had a couple of them through here, and he does.
Yeah, he's an excellent kicker.
We've seen some good kickers through this conference over the years. We had a couple of them ourselves with Jack Knight and Graydon Addison. Boy, that kid could punt the ball like a stick of dynamite off his foot. All right, they're coming back. Miller's come back with that unbalanced right formation. Got an extra lineman over there. Direct snap. Logan Schaffner's met in the hole pretty heavily there by, I think that was, I thought it was 27.
I think he picked up a couple yards there, though.
27's a kicker, though. I think I had the wrong number. I might have been 21. Arian Balance came in there and filled that window pretty good. Yeah, picked up a couple. Back to the tee, yeah.
Baker back in the game here.
All the Miller fans are starting to yell out their support for the offense.
Jake Baker's doing a good job mixing that up on that cadence and everything to get them to jump. That's the second time.
Yeah, when you got a team that's this aggressive, you got to do some things to hold them off. Now here comes a new wrinkle. We're going to look at it. We got an extra lineman coming in again, but we are keeping Bacon. I'd look for something tricky here. There's a reason they're leaving our quarterback in where he's at.
Maybe a double pass.
Yeah.
Oh, get it! Oh, it was almost there.
Yeah, up into that wind. That's a tough play.
Yeah, it was a tough play. Good play call by the Millers there.
Yeah,
let's take a look at this.
Good blocking. Bake had plenty of time. That's a tough throw. Brownsburg read it well. That's a tough throw into that wind, too. That's a good time to do it. I think Sharp was looking for something like that. 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2. Let's give it a whirl. Here we go. 3rd and 2. They're probably they're going to run power one side or the other. Maybe come back here to Bellum. Yep, on the left side, that's Gabe Bellum. He's gonna pick up the first down by about a half a yard. 8:55 left in the second quarter. Millers would love to put together about an 8-minute and 54-second drive here and be happy.
Keep in mind that on that full house backfield, a couple times last week we threw out of that.
Yeah. Toby Barnes back in, Jacob Baker out. Again, this going back to this single wing wrinkle. If I'm Toby, I'll just tell everybody I'm going in for the quarterback, so obviously I'm playing a little quarterback tonight.
That's right.
All right.
Again, he could put that on his resume, couldn't he? Quarterback.
Double fullbacks. Yeah, they're staying with Gully a little bit. They're expecting us to try something. Bringing up a second and about 8. Here comes Baker, Jacob Baker back in.
32, Alex Burke. Second down.
Lawrence North is up on Center Grove 12-7 right now, if you're interested in that game. Lawrence North beat Warren Central like 49-7 last week, so we're all wondering what the heck. Is that a fluke, or are they just getting good all of a sudden? There's a trap play. There he goes.
There he goes.
That's what happens.
Outside.
They haven't ran it yet, and that's Coach Sharp's favorite play. But, man, when you set everything else up, that, all of a sudden trap's there.
Here it is on replay.
You'll see great kick out pull by Michael Bennett. That's what we call a pancake block. Michael's good friend Brian Baker wanted me to mention him tonight, that he's been helping Michael a lot with his football, so I appreciate that. Actually, his dad said, quit talking about his mom and give me some credit. So that's Brandon Bennett's son, everybody. Give him a pat on the back.
Yeah. Don't hold that against him, though.
Yes, sir. Here comes back T formation, 1st and 10, about the 47. There's the buck sweep, which is pretty natural. Or is that who had the ball there? Yeah, that was buck sweep. Yeah. So you come back with buck sweep, which is kind of fake trap then power, because you got them thinking about trap, and you're hoping maybe the linebackers are sniffing out Logan there, and opens up a little bit.
Now, the one thing about it, Sean, that people don't realize, this is a foreign offense to Brownsburg. They don't see that ever in a season except for the Millers, and we're getting pretty good at it.
Yeah, they're kind of good at this offense. Every play, every formation works when you execute the right blocks. 3rd or 2nd down and about 7. Staying in double tight T. Just power off the left side. Not much there this time.
No.
Brownsburg stacked that up pretty nicely. I believe that's Gabe Bellum. Maybe one, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and long. I would imagine here comes Luke Etchison in for Bellum. They're going to go to a little more of a spread here. Baker's done a wonderful job throwing the ball, finding the right guys. Just always worries me.
Got Gully and Etchison out here on this side.
Always worries me when teams like Brownsburg, who really have great athletes outside, they're trying to figure their coverage out. They did find an open receiver. That's Luke Etchison on the reception. How about that?
What a man.
And he got the first down.
Luke Etchison.
Is that his first catch of the year?
I think so, but the one thing about it is Luke had not played football for a while, and he came out this season and has contributed quite a bit to the Millers.
Yeah, that was nice, and they probably didn't expect him to run that
absolutely
route.
Absolutely not.
And honestly, he caught the ball and got 5 yards after the catch. And there's a personal foul on somebody. I didn't even see it. Personal foul. Oh, roughing the passer.
Wow. They took a hit.
I didn't see that, but that's 15 more. That makes me so proud of Luke. He's such a wonderful kid.
He certainly is.
He was a grinder, and I haven't seen him in a while, and he was our kicker, actually, and a defensive end. And I've seen him this year, and he's so tall and big, and he's such a wonderful, warm, respectful kid. I'm happy to see him do that. Nobody's kept covering the wide receiver. Coach Hart got a timeout there. If you look out there, nobody was covering Aiden Brewer. He's just jumping around like Logan. I don't know if you can throw it, but throw it. Okay, well, you want to get to this next sponsor? I'll do this.
Go ahead and read this one.
All right. Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video and security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it's your sound systems, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business. How about we do one more?
All right.
Hamilton County Sports Authority. The Hamilton County Sports Authority is the county's official sports corporation that works to create positive economic and community impact by attracting, supporting, and developing sporting events, facilities, and clubs for Hamilton County, Indiana. Hamilton County Sports Authority's work includes bid development, financial assistance, event management support, and leadership consultation to grow opportunity in sport for the county and the cities of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westville. Learn more at hamiltoncountysports.com. 1st and 10 for the Millers from the 20-yard line. There's the trap again. Logan Schaffner has broken into the open field.
Look at Schaffner.
He's a fun guy to tackle. Picks up about 20 yards there. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. Coach Sharp smiling ear to ear right now.
I mean, that running game's working exactly what you want it to do.
We need to turn that crowd mic off. There are kids yelling right there. Be a 1st and goal from the 3. Baker back under center. Gabe Bellin off the left side. He's going to come up about a yard short.
Gabe Bellin over the left side down to about the 1-yard line.
It's going to bring up a 2nd goal from the 1. If I'm Coach Sharp here, I'm not in any hurry at all. 4.5 minutes. Again, I still support the onside kick, for the record. Brownsburg's offense is special. There goes Bake, under center. There's Gage Gully off the right side, same way we scored the first time, and I believe he scored again.
Gage Gully for the touchdown.
Oh, Gage finds a way, man. He finds a way. I don't think we got to shorten the electrical wiring out here at Beaver City. Can we call in Gaylor Electric to fix that?
Yeah. That's why we have them as sponsors.
Okay. Pretty fancy stuff going on out here right now.
Here, you know, the one thing about it is, Sean, Gully's gained 410 yards this year. He has 5.4 per carry.
He's tough. He always finds a way to go forward. Letourneau on for the kick. Bake with a hold. Takes the high snap. And the kick is no good.
Oh, wow.
Snap was a little high. And those are the little things that separate teams sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you play a team like this.
Well, that's going to bring up an interesting possession here for Brownsburg with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left, up by a point. Noblesville will be kicking into the wind. You heard the big bell ringing down there. Big Bennett and Baker down there ringing that bell. Somebody's ringing that bell for the touchdown. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. We want to hear the bell.
All right. So we've got to see what Brownsburg does. Dunn and Cheryl's been doing what they've been doing all year.
There it is. There's the bell.
Yep, running the ball well and throwing it a little. They haven't thrown it much. They haven't needed to. I'm sure Coach Hart will be content just keeping the ball on the ground and trying to punch it across again. Now the Millers do receive the ball to start the second half, which right now, essentially a tie game, you're pretty happy with that, but you really want to make sure you try to stop Brownsburg. Brownsburg hasn't just gotten 15, 20 yards of play. They've had a couple of third downs, but honestly, they haven't had too many back-to-the-wall situations. I think they had a fourth down earlier. Short kick, fielded by 9. He went down.
Oh, he went down. Wet turf.
Yeah, it was Diego Munoz. He's a junior wide receiver, fielded that. And
just slipped.
Feet just came out from under him. And it's right, one of those nights where it is a little cold, might be dewing up a little bit.
Yep, you're right.
All right, Brownsburg's back out here. I'm trying to get a look. They got they're tight trips left. Cheryl to the right of the quarterback. Dunn just gives it to Cheryl, who's looking to get the edge. Gavin Kenyon's trying to chase him down, takes an angle on him. There's a flag in the backfield in the area where you expect to hear a holding call. Noblesville's defensive line's been real scrappy all year, so they do force an offensive line to play. And looks like they were able to force a holding call there. It's going to be a 1st and 20 It'll be a half the distance penalty, won't it?
Yeah.
If they were at the 16, it's going to go back 8 yards probably.
That'd be the 8, right?
I don't know. Luther, Oklahoma math and me, I don't know. It's going to be first and more than 10.
Oh, Sean.
I think Sharp actually thought about that because it was going to be 2nd and 8 or 1st and 18.
I think you take the yards off.
He took the yards, yeah.
Especially when you have a running back like Sherrill.
Yeah, again.
He's trying to kick outside.
He just
does that.
He just finds openings.
Well, whether it was 8 or whether it was 18, it didn't matter.
No, he did get banged up there at the end of that play. He's coming off the field. Pretty big hit on the end of that play by number 7 for the Millers, I believe, Adam Mahedby.
That's the one thing about them. Sherrill has handled most of the running for them, but Dunn will probably run the ball. Yeah.
Dunn will keep it. But, that's the thing. If you look at their stats, number 20, AJ is it Job?
Yes.
He's a sophomore. He's averaging 10 yards carry.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't got a lot of carries, but he's averaging 10 yards a carry from what I recall.
Yes, you're correct.
And just watching him run there, even on the fake, you can tell he's short and quick, and it's probably going to be a problem. We're getting ready to find out.
Well, you got to realize too, Sean. This is a team. Coach Hart coaches there. I mean, they were 10-3, 9-2, and they're 7-0 right now. Okay, so this is a program that's used to winning.
He's been good for a long time.
Yeah.
Gain of about 3 there for Job. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. I look for them to put the ball in the air for Dunn to run the ball here. Watch that H-back. They got a tight end right and their H-back, which is kind of a tight end off the line on the left. And
Sherrill's back in the ball game here.
Yeah. It's going to run right behind that H-back. Kind of went out of bounds there. He's smart play with under 3 minutes left, trying to put a drive together. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4 from right around midfield, around the 48-yard line. They got to get from this 48 to the other 48 roughly.
Millers did a pretty good job keeping him from getting around that corner.
He's tough. I mean, you got to cover all 8 gaps and then hope. I mean,
he's at another
again,
level.
we're really outnumbered on our
Here he comes
right side.
Oh.
Need to hit him. Got to hit him.
Can't arm tackle. There's a miss there. Miss there.
Yeah. You really want guys to get behind their pads and play with them, but when you're tackling a guy that elusive, you don't really sell out too much.
Here, what a cutback. What a cutback that was.
Goes out of bounds at the 15.
That's a big time play.
He's
11.
Got an injury there.
Carter Richardson.
Safety Carter Richardson. Yeah, I think he missed that tackle in the backfield there. Well, that's quite a run. How about talking about one of our sponsors again?
Yeah, sounds good.
How about Logan Street Signs and Banners? Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specializes in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. It's 31 years ago. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 and visit their website at www.loganstreetsigns.com. Also, follow them on Facebook. Carter Richardson gets off the field on his own power. Brownsburg is going to have the ball 1st and 10 from the Noblesville 16-yard line with about 2.5 minutes left in this first half. White Hat is signaling to please reset the play clock. Got to be frustrating for the Millers. There's times they have us outnumbered. There's times we have the numbers. And Sherrill, it doesn't really matter to him. Here's Joe back in the game off the left side. We're going to have a holding call there.
Yeah.
I believe that's a holding call out there on the edge. Sherrill's going to come back in the game. Surprised to see him out. It's kind of a time, but another holding call is going to drop this back to a 1st and 20 from around the 26-yard line. Millers would love to hold them to just a field goal attempt or a field goal here. What they don't want is a touchdown. Again, the Millers will receive the opening kickoff in the second half. I've got to believe Brownsburg probably didn't expect this game to be, this tight at this point. So that's always a good thing for the Millers when the other team realizes, hey, this ain't a walkover. All right. Perry, you want to mention that one?
Jake Dunn's pass complete to number 12.
Oh, and we got a 1 minute left in the second quarter. HSE and Franklin Central tied up at 3.
I'll tell you what, Franklin Central now, they're sneaky good, really.
Dunn up the middle on the RPO there.
One of these days, Coach West, they'll bust loose there.
Quarterback Jake Dunn goes up the middle. On the tackle for the Millers, 5, Jackson Peterson.
Interesting.
Eastern 7, Sheridan 0. You seen anything from Mr. Ely on his games?
He is driving back from Bloomington for seeing his daughter, and he'll be here. He's probably here now.
Oh, wow.
Center Grove is up on Lawrence North 15-12. All right, this is interesting. We got third and 7 for Brownsburg. We got 1:27 left. Timeout called.
Good timeout by the Millers, really.
Yeah. Let's talk about these guys, Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Noblesville Trophies is putting together all the trophies for the IFA right now down there. Championships are next week for us, and be trophies out to the champions and the runners-up, and then we'll have a third-place trophy because this year we're actually doing all 4 games next weekend. So all 8 IFA teams will be on Hamilton County TV next weekend starting at noon. We're going to have a 7th-place game, a 5th-place game, a 3rd-place game, followed by the championship game. Should be a lot of fun. All right, here's 3rd down. Got basically double tight end right, H-back left. Tried the freeze play right away. Good discipline by the Millers. Got 1 receiver wide on each side. Look for them to hand the ball to Sherrill. He just follows that H-back up through the C-gap. Pretty well defended by the Millers there. It's going to bring up an interesting call for Coach Hart. He's got a kicker that's automatic. You can give him a 4-point lead, which he's probably going to go for this.
Hastings on the tackle for the Millers.
That was well defended. That was a really nice cut. He followed that H-back through the hole, the C-gap hole over there.
You kind of figure it's going to be
timeout Millers. Timeout Millers. Coach Sharp got that timeout right before the snap. I mean, you gotta sell out here, right, Perry? Just try to take care of all 8 gaps.
But it looks like you're going to bring McDermott and Bennett in on defense too.
That'd be interesting. I mean, if they want to take a chance to throw it over the top of you, then good for them. But I would go man coverage on the outside and just bring the house and hope for the best. Of course, I'm a terrible defensive coach, so that might be the absolute worst thing to do. I'll leave that to those pros down there.
That's right. But you can always have your opinion, right? 58.5 seconds left.
You see a lot of folks wearing pink now in October, typically Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We had a big speech about that on Wednesday night with the Grinders. Had a couple kids wanting to wear pink, and I told them they're welcome to wear pink if they can tell me why. And they came back the next day with some statistics. And actually, when one of our coaches speak, that was a very emotional coach. Breast cancer's touched him close to home, and it was an incredible learning moment for our team. They learned a lot about why we do things like that. And so they're actually permitted to wear pink tomorrow, but I asked them to consider writing somebody's name on it that's been touched by cancer so they think about it and understand it's not just looking cool. There's a reason behind it, and we're trying to do something. It was really one of our better, in my 7 years of coaching Grinders, it was one of our better team moments of learning and vulnerability from one of our coaches, and just something that was really touching, Perry. You'd have been real proud of them.
You know, and that's an important thing because you're teaching these kids a lot more than just football.
That's the hope. That's the goal. Some parents don't get it. Some folks don't get it. You know, they're too worried about winning and losing, and love winning, and that's why we prepare and work hard for it. But man, we want to win in life. Work ethic, dependability, loyalty, character, all the things that really matter. Football's just a tool to help you get there. Football isn't going to be the end game. Even if you're Peyton Manning, there's a lot more to life than football.
Yep, he's having a good time now.
There's a shift, and we did not shift.
Oh,
very interesting play.
Very interesting.
They shifted, we didn't. Yep. They had the direct snap. Very, very gimmicky play. That's one of those plays you work on all season, and you don't break out till you need it.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, that's disappointing to see the Millers not shifting on that. And that's something maybe when you bring in, and we still had the play in the hole. We had the play. Austin Hastings is there.
Yeah.
That kid's just a heck of a runner.
But not everybody can do that play. I mean, he is very, very talented.
That kick is going to hit my truck. Nope, it stayed in the stadium. Kid something.
Yeah, he is.
But you watch that play, and that's why, you know, you got kids, you try to bring in special kids on that defensive alignment, kids that don't normally play there. When they shifted there, we have to shift. Everything changes, or the line of scrimmage changes. And you have to have a man over call. I don't know, do we have any timeouts left? We don't, so we couldn't do anything about it at that point because we've burned up all of our timeouts already. And they got us totally misaligned. We still had a linebacker there, but you're asking a lot out of Austin Hastings to wrap that guy up.
Sean, one thing we didn't mention before the game, and I want to hats off to the Noblesville tennis team, boys tennis team. This week they won their first regional tennis title in school history. So they're going on to the semi-state, and I believe that's played tomorrow. But they're moving on. Congratulations to the Noblesville Millers tennis team.
How about that? That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is. It's a new facility they built, right?
That's what it was, all that new facility and those new security cameras out there.
Yeah.
Took them to the top. Good for them. That's got to be fun. I used to watch a lot of tennis growing up, but I don't watch it much anymore. I remember the days of all the McEnroes and the Yvonne Lindels and Martina Navratilova and Chris Everett and all them.
Yeah,
those
were their heydays, man.
That was fun. I used to love watching Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi, all those guys. I used to play a little tennis out in Oklahoma. I'd go out and play with some friends. It's fun playing tennis in Oklahoma where it's 20-mile-an-hour winds all the time. And the tennis ball is always red from hitting the red dirt when it hits off the court. All right, we're going to go in the tee. I'm sure the Millers will be content just to wind this one down. Or let Logan Shaw.
Logan Shaw. What a block there. What a block. Gage Gully with a great block.
That's what he does. No timeouts left. No timeouts left.
Gotta go. Boy, it'd be great to get
They need to go just do a kill play. Get a kill play. They're running a play. Nope.
He spiked it.
41 seconds.
Here's a replay on that.
Again, they just were able to run trap, and we got a lot of blockers upfield. Gage Gully makes a really nice block.
What a great block by Gully.
Miller's trying to get out in front, and the safety's just running from him. But, I mean, that's a 35-yard pickup, and now we got something. It'd be nice to get some points on the board and knowing we're getting the ball as well.
Max Miller was out there throwing blocks too, so good job by the Millers here. We're going to go to the air.
They don't have anything. Get rid of it.
Yep. Good play, Baker.
Jacob Baker's pass incomplete.
Going to bring up a third. That's the bad thing about spiking it is now it's third down.
Yeah.
Line marker guy had it wrong.
Third down.
What you absolutely can't do is give them the ball back, even with one play.
Yeah.
With that explosiveness. All right, Baker's in shotgun. You got two receivers to each side of him. Schaffner's in the pistol behind him.
Across the middle there.
I call it incomplete. Tried to throw the slant in there to Etch. And
intended for Luke Etchison.
Yeah, they're calling that incomplete.
Defending for the Bulldogs, number 5, Chance Whitfield. We'll make it fourth down.
31 seconds is a lot of time.
Brownsburg has 2 timeouts. Paterno back to punt. Punt team's on. Brownsburg has nobody back. So Paterno ought to be able to just hit this one low and let it roll and let it kill about 10 or 12 seconds off this clock is the hope. It's a nice kick. Nice kick into this win. Oh, I guess it didn't go where I thought it went. Just let it go. Let it roll. Kill time.
Yeah, just let it roll.
I'd make the ref stop at 18.6 seconds. No. Oh, you thought we had something rolling there, and but we'd have to get pretty deep to kick a field goal into this breeze.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to have a big time leg to do this.
Cole shot, number 16's in at safety, along with Jackson Peterson.
What do you think? Brownsburg take a shot at it?
They might, but
keep it underground. Why not? Why
keep it? Handing the ball to Seven's taking a shot at it.
That's true too.
He's on the lineup in the slot. They're going to go empty here. 2 receivers to the right, quads to the left, tight wing +2. Millers are only rushing 3. Dunn's going to have a while. They still have 2 timeouts. They're going to run the clock.
Run it.
Coach Hart doesn't, he seems content.
Yeah.
Well, no, he did stop the clock now. I was going to say, if you're going to stop the clock then, why not stop it 4 seconds ago? But I don't know. Well, with 9 seconds left, it's going to be a 2nd 4. Brownsburg's kicker with this wind, I honestly think if they got around midfield, they might give him a run at it.
Yeah.
But at this point, I don't know if they can run anything in 9 seconds and get to midfield. This is probably an area where we're going to rush 3, drop 8 in coverage. So even a screen, wouldn't be normally effective. But when you get that kid in the open field with something like a screen, even with 8 guys back, I like his chances. I think splitting 7 Sherrill out anywhere is going to be tricky, and I would try to get him the ball in the open field, whatever you got to do. Again, just handing him the ball off here, we're at a disadvantage in space with this kid. They're releasing him.
Done back to throw.
There's a little screen up the middle. The linemen were 10 yards downfield, and nothing was called.
Come on, guys. That's going to burn the clock up.
Yeah. I'm sure Coach Sharp was in the ear of the official because they had 2 linemen well downfield when that ball was thrown.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going to bring up halftime. It's 21-13. Brownsburg up 8. Millers get the ball to start the second half. We'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
There was a kid who really was above the rest of the talent that was here. And his dad was coaching. And I asked, why do you have him here? He goes, he needs to be humble. And he needs to learn to be a good team player. And I think a lot of that he learned right here at the Boys and Girls Club.
So the sporting opportunities they offer here at the Boys and Girls Club are basketball, volleyball, and cheerleading.
The first sport my daughter played here in kindergarten was basketball. I appreciate that they offer it at the age of kindergarten. That's just a really hard group to get together into an organized sport.
The main thing is good sportsmanship, and it's about having fun.
And teach the kids the fundamentals and about winning and losing, and about how sportsmanship is really the main thing we want taught.
Kind of breaking it down back to the basics so they understand the fundamental parts of cheering, building it upon to an overall actual routine that they do at the end of the year.
Anyone, it doesn't have to be a Noblesville kid, can participate in this league. It's kindergarten through high school. We don't turn any kid away from financially or skill-wise. So if a kid's just beginning, or if a kid's super advanced and maybe played on the school team or wants to play on the school team, we don't turn any kids away.
As far as cost goes, you do have to be a member of the Boys and Girls Club, which is $60, and then you have to join the league, which pays for the league fees and all that stuff.
We always figure out a way to get kids to participate, whether it's scholarship or reduced rate. We want them to feel like they're able to play here.
Each team has an hour a week that they have practice and an hour a week that they have a game. So really, you're only looking at a 2-hour commitment a week.
It's a good stepping stone, I think, for any future squads they may want to be a part of.
My kids have played in this basketball league, and my older kid has played in some travel leagues, but this is where he had the most fun.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, we do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take this journey together. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you
hope you enjoyed our 2023 production of The White Crow. The Marching Millers are qualified for the IHSAA semi-state competition every year.
There was a kid who really was above the rest of the talent that was here, and his dad was coaching. And I asked, why do you have him here? He goes, he needs to be humble, and he needs to learn to be a good team player. And I think a lot of that he learned right here at the Boys and Girls Club.
So the sporting opportunities they offer here at the Boys and Girls Club are basketball, volleyball, and cheerleading.
The first sport my daughter played here in kindergarten was basketballs. I appreciate that they offer it at the age of kindergarten. That's just a really hard group to get together into an organized sport.
The main thing is good sportsmanship, and it's about having fun.
And teach the kids the fundamentals and about winning and losing and about how sportsmanship is really the main thing we want taught.
Kind of breaking it down back to the basics so they understand like the fundamental parts of cheering, building it upon to like an overall actual routine that they do at the end of the year.
Anyone, it doesn't have to be a Noblesville kid, can participate in this league. It's kindergarten through high school. We don't turn any kid away from financially or skill-wise. So if a kid's just beginning or if a kid's super advanced and maybe played on the school team or wants to play on the school team, we don't turn any kids away.
As far as cost goes, you do have to be a member of the Boys and Girls Club, which is $60, and then you have to join the league, which pays for the league fees and all that stuff.
We always figure out a way to get kids to participate, whether it's scholarship or reduced rate. We want them to feel like they're able to play here.
Each team has an hour a week that they have practice and an hour a week that they have a game. So really, you're only looking at a 2-hour commitment a week.
It's a good stepping stone, I think, for any future squads they may want to be a part of.
My kids have played in this basketball league, and my older kid has played in some travel leagues, but this is where he had the most fun.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, we do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take this journey together. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
If you've ever watched a loved one being treated for cancer, you know the feeling. There's nothing you wouldn't do to make them well. At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we get it. That's why we bring a multidisciplinary approach to care teams. We've got a lot of people who know how to treat your specific type of cancer. There's no reason they shouldn't all be working together, and one really good reason why they should. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
All right, we're back here at Beaver Stadium for the second half kickoff. Brownsburg kicks it. It's going to be filled at about the 10-yard line by Logan Schaffner, I believe. Looks to cut it back. Gets away from a few tacklers. Their kicker makes a really nice tackle there.
Thank goodness, right?
Yeah.
Schaffner, good return there by Logan Schaffner.
Spencer Barrett actually looked like quite an athlete there on that tackle. That was well done for a kicker. I'm going to say he's been a pretty good football player.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Good return. Now the Millers down 8, looking to capitalize every drive. Starting this drive at the 36-yard line, thanks to that nice return, about the 37 actually. Starting in the traditional T, 2 tight end set, 3 backs in the backfield. There's Trapp right out of the gate. Schaffner picks up about 5. They've definitely found something with that trap.
What do you think they'll adjust to here, Sean? Maybe some of the things the Millers may have adjust to on the offense, or just stick with what they know?
I don't know that the Millers are going to adjust much. I'm sure they still have a few things in their back pocket, but Brownsburg's going to.
They've adjusted that defense.
They're trying, but again, Trapp's been there, which has not been there in some of our tougher games here. Other teams have really crashed that down and blew that play up, and the Millers have found something with it today with this alignment. So I would look for Brownsburg to try to get bigger bodies in those what we call 2 techs. That's the guys heads up on the guard, and trying to really slant them hard. But Brownsburg's sticking with a 4-man front, walking those 2 backers down almost a 6-man front. backside corners cheating in a little too. The freeze play about got him.
Yeah, about got him.
Still 20 seconds on the play clock. Baker calls in the
Plenty of
actual
time.
play. I think that was just trap again. Picked up a couple. Gonna bring up a third and about 4. Brownsburg has adjusted to that quite a bit. I think big number 44 for Brownsburg was in on that tackle there. It's hard to tell. Every play is such a big pile. Not a lot of open field plays. That's Hunter Childs, big junior. Third and about 4. I feel that they're going to that elephant eye formation. I think you're going to look at Schaffner off the right side here. Okay, went left. Big hole off the left side.
First down.
I think they found something behind Big Ransom McDermott. He's kind of found a groove tonight from the plays I've seen. He is. Let's watch this replay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That left side just buried down, and had a great kick out block. And there's
McDermott's a Louisville commit. I mean, he's going to be big time.
There's a reason they go after guys with his frame, and he's just such a wonderful kid. But, you know, the weight room, the nutrition, the work they put on him, he's just going to get better and better. I mean, you can't teach 6'8", 305.
No.
Simple Schaffner off the left side this time. Picks up a couple. About 3-yard gain on first down. Going to take him down to about the 42. Bring up a second and 7. Obviously, at this point, if the Millers are getting way ahead of myself, if they do score, I would expect them to Sharp to go for 2.
Hunter Chills on the tackle there for Brownsburg.
44, yeah, he's been in on a lot.
Yeah.
Big junior linebacker. That's kind of nice. Play clock's ticking down here. We're down to 10 seconds now, and just getting the play in. Looks like it might be a little deep in the wristband. It's just trap.
Schaffner again.
Yeah, and he almost broke that one. He got shoelace there as he was cutting it out.
3rd and 2 here.
3rd and a couple. Got to get down to the 35. Definitely taking our time getting plays in. Play clock's down to about 16 now as we start to get set.
Well, we want to use as much of the clock as you can.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. There's power right.
There it is.
Nice play. That plays a little behind. If you look, our polling guard on the backside isn't able to get out in front of that play.
Gully and then, of course, Logan Schaffner leading the way there on that block.
Yeah, Michael Bennett's getting a little bit hung up in the middle there with traffic and not able to get out in front. We'd love to pick up that extra blocker on that play. Freeze play again. It's a little chilly down there. I ran down to get some cheeseburgers at halftime, and a little windy and chilly. It's definitely the fall.
Football weather.
There's trap again. This time they blow it up pretty good.
Yep, nothing there.
No gain on the play that time. We're going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Middle stop there by 55. Marcus Kiefer and
Kiefer on the tackle, number 55 for
look for
Brownsburg.
Look for Sharp to run keep with Baker at some point. They are crashing really hard from that corner position, but at the same time they're so athletic that you'd really have to get them wrong to be able to get away from them.
Yeah, we haven't seen that play yet. Jump pass.
Picked up about 5 to Aiden Brewer there. Ball's up a little bit. He might be able to make something of it. Those linebackers were that wasn't that bad of a throw. Those linebackers were definitely clearing the way. If Brewer's able to hold that ball and cut across the field, he's probably going to pick up 15 or 20 yards there. Yeah. Play clock down to 10 again. Predict they're going to run off the left side behind a big Ransom again, and Bellum does. And he's going to be about a couple, maybe a foot short. They're going to check the spot. It's going to be 4th and about 6 inches. If you look at this, they moved some bodies, and Gabe moved some bodies.
Oh, they gave it
to him. They gave him the first down. Pretty generous spot.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sure Brownsburg agrees. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 20. It changes everything. 4th and an inch or 1st and 10. Now you got a lot of opportunities to open some things up. The way these linebackers are blitzing here, I do believe you might be able to sneak Brewer out, or sneak a running back out to the flats, maybe flood it. I don't think they can cover both of them with this particular alignment.
Yeah, they're.
But again, why throw the ball if you're running it like we are? Gain of about 3 off the left side with Gabe Bellum.
Gabe Bellum again over the left side of the line.
Miller's got to be happy. They took away about over half of this quarter right now, down under 6 minutes. 2nd and 7 from about the 17. That ball was right at the 20, so we kind of know they need to get to the 10. Center Grove down to Lawrence North at halftime, by the way. I think it was 17-15 or 15-12, something.
Kind of a surprise, but Lawrence North's a pretty good football team.
We're playing some ball. My buddy Center Grove said they got a really nice sophomore running back down there in Lawrence. It's making some things happen for him.
Gage Gully carries this time to the Brownsburg 15-yard line.
I think Michael Bennett had a blindside moment and took his guy back about to the goal line.
3rd down.
See that?
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
All right, 3rd and 6. Our field goal, any field goal would be with the win, so that's on the table. Play clock's running down here. The kids seem a little confused. We're under 10. There's the counter play. Just kind of slow developing there.
Yeah, it took too long. 4th down.
Gage Gully carries
4th and about 4.
Brownsburg 13-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Oh boy, they're going to kick field goal.
Brownsburg tackle on that play, 24, best Dare.
All right, let's see if Laterno can knock this one through. He's got the wind with him. Ball's in the middle of the field. Just need a good snap and hold. It's going to be about a 30-yard attempt here, 31-yard maybe. This is a big kick here because we do not want to give them the ball back up 8. Good snap, good hold, good kick. All right. Mission accomplished.
Laterno with the field goal there. 3:57 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Let's thank Gaylord Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources and reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by the genuine care for people at Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodyear, its president and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. Are you struggling with lingering injuries, or do you have trouble doing things that you love to do because of an injury? Don't let those sprains and strains keep you down. Make an appointment with Community Sports Medicine. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information. Well, getting ready to kick off here. Laterno will kick off. Into the.
I'd still kick onside, Perry.
Well, we didn't.
No.
Oh, deep. Buried it. Almost a field goal there.
Almost.
Jack Laterno's kick goes into the end zone.
Well, let's see what this Miller defense can do here in the 3rd quarter.
Culminating in a 30-yard field goal by Jack Laterno.
Brownsburg 21, Noblesville 16, 3:57 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Brownsburg comes out with that heavy set to the left. Dunn pulls it, and this time it's sniffed out pretty good by the Millers.
Good job there by the Millers.
Is that 9. Yeah, it's Grayson Owens.
Quarterback Jake
Grayson Owens that time stayed home. Got inside leverage on the guy trying to hook him. And took Dunn down. Big play. I mean, both defenses should be a little more comfortable in understanding what they're seeing, what kind of blocks, their angles they're trying to get on them, and be able to react. And, the Millers are pretty good in the box. And the secondary's got better and better all year. Again, they're heavy on this left side with an H-back and a tight end. I think they're actually unbalanced. They got an extra guy over here. It's this time Cheryl gets it, and there's a hold possibly. Great tackle.
Good job there.
11, that's Carter Richardson comes up, and they strung that play out really nicely. And
Richardson did a great job on the tackle.
You have to have gap integrity sideline to sideline against these guys, meaning you got to stay in that gap that's yours, fill it, don't give him anywhere to run. As soon as he sees two white shirts with not a black shirt between them, he's cutting there, and he's one heck of a running back and really good at that read.
Yeah, but the one thing about it, Wilson was over there with Richardson, so they had it pretty sewed up on that side.
This is the first real 3rd and long that Brownsburg's faced all night, looking for him to throw it. Good coverage by the Millers. Play took a while to develop, and Millers were able to knock it down. Brownsburg is going to have to punt.
Man, good defensive, but
big
remember, here's a big key, though. This Ford kicks about 40 yards on his punt, so he's a good kicker. Gully and
I'll put a little bet on you on this one, Perry. He's kicking this into a stiff breeze.
Yeah, we'll see.
If the Millers are not within their side of the field on this side of the 50, I'll be surprised. We gotta field that ball. There we go.
There he goes. Gets a block. Get a block. Get a block.
Oh, face mask.
Face mask.
Where's the flag? No one saw that?
My goodness.
Nobody saw that?
He about jerked his head off.
He got tackled by the face mask, and not a single ref saw that. I'm baffled right now. That's one of the most violent plays I've ever seen. Very obvious in front of the officials. Look at this replay. Look at Logan go up the sidelines and get tackled by the face mask. I mean, obviously the officials were just blocked and didn't see it. That's tough. Logan Schaffner does not get hurt ever, and that is that's rough.
Deal? They have a player down?
That's Logan. He got tackled. It's 21. My bad.
Yeah.
We got some fans pretty upset. The fact is, officials and those types of plays.
The injury there.
Yeah, he's good. He's coming off.
He's coming off.
Officials get blocked on those plays and just don't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is happening. They're not going to see that and not call it. So people do get upset.
We could send them the replay.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't see it, you can't call it. And I am surprised that 5 guys didn't see it. There's 2 or 3 that have an angle there, and it is surprising when none of them see it. But hey, Logan's fine. That player's fine. Let's move on with the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. And there goes Schaffner.
There goes Schaffner.
Inside the 20. Just thankful he's okay, and I'm glad 21's okay. That was a violent play.
Yes.
Nothing intentional.
No. He was just grabbing for something.
Yeah,
what a play there. Good blocking by that left side of the line. That left side of the line's been blocking well tonight.
They really are. Now it's a great kick-out block by our right guard. I need to get a number there. Now the Millers are really, really putting Brownsburg on their heels here, and this is
huge
possession. They've held the ball just about this entire quarter. There's trap again. Now Brownsburg's doing what we've seen some teams do, basically submarining that, meaning those interior guys are just diving on the ground essentially and
clogging it up.
But when you start doing that, now you can run off tackle because you've got guys that are just giving themselves
already
up
on the ground.
So you can get your wide guys second level, and you don't have to worry about those guys are blocking themselves, building a pile. Be curious to see what we try to do here. They're staying in the tee, staying balanced. Hope we're going to throw the ball. over the middle to Schaffner.
Oh, penalty.
I'm curious what the penalty is. I mean, he came up for the ball and he got hit while he was trying to catch it. I'm a homer for the Millers, and that shows, but I don't know that if I'm Brownsburg, I'd have to see a replay here. I'm curious as to what could possibly be called.
Let's see what they're calling here.
Looked like defense to me. They're having a discussion. Personal foul, Brownsburg.
Wow.
I guess it makes up for the last one, but that, I don't know. That's going to be a half the distance penalty. It's going to go from the 19 to the 14 and a half. I'm sorry.
Do your math.
Half the 19 to the 9.5. It's still, I don't believe, is going to be a first down unless it's an automatic first down since the penalty would have been there. I'd like to see that because I personally, even as a Noblesville guy, don't understand that penalty. The receiver goes up for the ball, defender hits him. I guess illegal defense. I don't know. Here's what it is. We're even, I guess. 2nd and 1 from about the 10-yard line. All momentum is with Noblesville right now. Brownsburg is definitely on their heels. There's the trap play again, and there's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Millers. Logan Schaffner.
Wow, big run. Big play. Now, that makes it a 1-point game. I would expect the Millers to go for 2 here. Here's the replay. It's just simple trap left. Good block there by the kick-out block by 58. I think it's 58 Brady Younger. Is that right? Is that who's playing right guard? I'm trying to get a good look, but that was a nice block.
Yeah. Is it 58 or 59?
Yeah.
Who's 59?
It's 59, maybe. 58's a D-line. Here we go. There's the little jump pass again. Unsuccessful this time. Sniffed it out a little better. Hey, right now the Millers are up 22-21 with just under a minute left in this third quarter. We got us a ball game here at Beaver Stadium.
Absolutely. Since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve the most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history in helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. You know, one thing about it is, Sean, I mean, you know, that was Schaffner, but that front line of the Millers did a great job of blocking up there.
They're really
especially the left side.
Yeah, they've definitely solved Brownsburg tonight, and they're getting on the right guys and creating some real nice creases. And I'm watching Coach Hart over there. He's a ballistic right now on the officials.
Oh, I'm sure.
Which I get it. You know, the Millers were as well. Both sidelines pretty unhappy. But, you know, you miss one, you get one. You know, the one that they got was at a pretty opportune time, you know, that changed the drive.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to go with it and work through it and just try to figure out, you know, right now it's a 1-point game and getting close to fourth quarter will turn out again, boots one pretty good. Now, Brownsburg's ran 3 plays this entire quarter, which is a dream for Noblesville.
Which is exactly what we talked about at the beginning of the game. I mean, we have to run the ball to grind this clock.
I don't think 3 and out has happened to Brownsburg
not
much
many
this
times.
year.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. Unfortunately, we don't have that stat, but it would be an interesting stat.
Let's see how they respond.
I'm sure somebody's got it. Yeah, they're going to come back, man. This is a good football team.
Tight wing left. Again, we seem to have guys in position better this half, but
yeah.
It still lets them get a little more yards than they wanted.
Number 7, Garrett Sherrill on the carry for Brownsburg out to the 23-yard line. Forced out of bounds there by number 9, Grayson Owens.
Got 43 seconds left. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Grayson Owens on forcing him out of bounds over there.
We're doing some good things defensively right now, making some things happen. Brownsburg's had the freeze play on. We didn't jump. Millers looks like they're just bringing 3 right now in the empty backfield. Quarterback draw.
Nothing there. Nothing
and
there.
I think there's a fumble. I think I saw a beanbag come in. Maybe not. Gain of a couple on the quarterback draw. You can see here done Dunn sets his shoulders to throw, and they're actually running. I believe they actually ran no, they didn't run a backside pull. They were just trying to straight up zone block.
Conte on the tackle there for the Millers.
Third and about 5. Brownsburg's going to let this clock go out. I mean, this has been a dominant quarter for the Noblesville Millers right now. Just keep your heads in it, boys, and try to finish.
Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
All right, here we are back at Beaver Stadium, getting ready to start the fourth quarter of a exciting game. If you're looking at the score, just joining us, you're probably thinking you're not reading that right, but you are. Noblesville has come to play tonight. Brownsburg is as well, but it's been a tight game back and forth. Both offenses clicking. Each team, I believe the Millers have gotten one stop in Brownsburg, and Brownsburg has yet to stop the Millers, and it's just been one of those kind of games. It's 3rd and 5, start the fourth quarter. Brownsburg is motion into empty, going to throw the ball out of the backfield to Sherrill. He makes a beautiful cut and splits 2 guys, and he's off to the races.
He's going. That's what we were talking about. I mean, he's explosive. Here's a play.
Noblesville coaches are screaming for a block in the back or a hold. I don't see one yet. I still don't see one, so I'm not sure.
I think it was wishful thinking. What a run by Sherrill.
It's a 5-point game. Brownsburg's got a decision to make. You go up by 6, and you force Noblesville to make the extra point. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 and try to stretch this out to a 7-point game.
Yeah, good move.
Tight wing right. They're going to direct snap it again and run a reverse. And
there
pass back to the quarterback. A lot of gimmicky plays here.
Well, they're trying everything they can. Player down, big 64.
Illegal formation. There's a flag down, illegal formation on Brownsburg. Must not have had enough guys on the line. Coach Hart is arguing this big time. Curious, I didn't see the formation, but it's definitely an illegal procedure call. So they can either go for 2 from the 7, or they can kick it for 1 from what would be about a 24-yard field goal. Explanations coming. One thing I saw in that last time out, the officials did huddle together. They're trying to work through it. They're trying to do a good job, trying to communicate. I mean, these guys got a tough job to do out here. And
Coach Hart's still going after the referee over there.
Yeah, I've yet to see him change a call. Now that's a call that you'll see, and I've heard.
We seen what was called on us last week at Southeastern.
I've never seen this when a quarterback puts his hands under the center and it's the wrong center. I believe that's some kind of an illegal procedure call. I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah,
it's a rare penalty. That you don't see it called often. I believe the quarterback put his hands under the wrong player, and then the direct snap came directly to the running back. Coach Hart is really close to getting tossed here.
Yeah, he is.
Coach Sharp's got an explanation of what's going on. I have to believe, and just my guess is that with the guys in the booth and all the information, that Coach Hart, I don't know exactly the call or the rule. I'm going to go on a limb and say he's probably right. and that's why he's so angry. But they're not going to change it. That's the unfortunate part. They're not going to change it. So now you're going to see the ball drop back to the 23. So he can kick a 40-yard PAT for 1 point. With the wind, I would think it's a no-brainer to kick it. I mean, do you really think you're going to run a 40-yard play? With that kicker on, this surprises me, Perry.
Yeah.
I wonder if you go for 2 and you get a penalty if you have to stay and go for 2. I don't know that rule. That's possible. I thought he had the option here to kick it for 1. Turn your heads.
Good defense down there by the Millers. Who was that, Sean? Could
I think that's number 5. Number 5 for the Millers, Jackson Peterson.
Nice
came out of nowhere, and Brownsburg had a do or die there. Kind of throw it up and hope your guy makes a play. All right, let's talk about one of our favorite sponsors. Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. I'm going fast here because I don't want to miss anything. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added to securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it is your sound systems, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business. All right, so Brownsburg kicking off. Just the beginning of the fourth quarter. Got a 5-point game. Millers have yet to be stopped, I believe. We only punted one time, I think, at the end of the first half. Kind of got ran out of clock. This is going to be a really interesting game. We've had some really good games with Brownsburg. I was looking at the overall record as fairly close, but Brownsburg's won 15 out of 20.
Yeah.
I mean, in modern era.
We played them well.
We played them well. Even one year, I remember back in 2018 was. So 2016, a game at Brownsburg. They got that new stadium, had Hunter Johnson, had some players, and the Millers went over there and came back, I believe, from 21-0 or 20-0 down and to win the game. And there's been a couple really good, memorable games, and this is one of them right now. This is definitely stacking up to be one of those games, and it's interesting. Two completely different identities going head-to-head here.
Fumble.
That's not good. Fumbled snap. It's going to be second down. Millers were fortunate to recover. But that's the type of play we haven't really had tonight to put us behind schedule, if you say. Now, you like 2nd and 6, like 2nd and 5. You don't like 2nd and 11. I expect Coach Sharp to stick with his plan here, though, run the ball. I mean, Trapp has been there. Brownsburg is just really perplexed by it, not able to consistently stop it. I do expect they're going to continue to dive and dive and dive if you watch that interior line. That's Trapp there, and Logan just about broke that one. He got about 4 yards. Here comes the spread. Etch coming in the game. Luke Etchison.
That the Brownsburg crowd's coming to life over there.
Yeah, all 16 of them.
Yeah, we can hear them from here, though. They're
7-0, man. They're traveling all right. It's a long haul, I guess.
Yeah, they had some people come late, stragglers.
I'm telling you, though, Noblesville 7-0 at Brownsburg, we'd have half the town over there.
Yeah, we would. They'd have to shut it down.
Some communities get kind of used to winning.
Yeah.
Here we go. Baker back to pass, getting rushed heavy off of his right. Throws it away, borderline.
He got hit pretty hard.
Miller's going to be forced to punt into the wind from deep in their own territory. Momentum has definitely shifted back to the Hendricks County folks right now.
A lot of time left on the clock. Millers need to get the football back quickly.
4th and 7. Not exactly a place you're going to be looking to run a fake.
No.
Not from that distance, from at this field position, just really can't do it. But your best bet on a punch here, 25, 30 yards. End over end kick. This kid needs a good bounce. He got one. Going to get some extra yardage out of that.
And
Not bad into this win.
And no run back.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
pretty good
key
result.
there. No run back here. Let's see what this Miller defense can do here.
First and 10 Bulldogs.
All right, 1st and 10 Brownsburg. Coming out with unbalanced again. You got tight wing right, 2 receivers to the right, Cheryl and Pistol. Snap was fumbled a little bit by Dunn, and
boy, nothing there.
Millers are playing really well up front. It's just Brownsburg is able to find that crease now and then. No gain. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Here we go. Brownsburg again with tight right, H-back left, kind of so basically a double tight formation. 2 receivers to the right side. Yeah, we're taking advantage of that again. The Millers have kind of had a history of giving a little cushion, but with Brownsburg tonight not throwing the ball that much. Caught them a little off guard there. We're definitely playing off a lot. Way off, actually. We're really trying to stop the run.
Wow.
And Brownsburg have a...
There was movement everywhere.
Yeah. Illegal motion. Miller's going back to that last play. Miller's got a decision. When they got 2 receivers out there, do you bring your outside backer out to try to get underneath that quicker, or do you play the run? And against Brownsburg right now, you got to play the run. So you're gambling a little bit, forcing them to do some things.
Got to get him.
Cheryl is something. Very good defense. A great way to really string that play out. Very small gain on the play by Cheryl. Is going to bring up a 2nd. They give him about 3 yards on it. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 from the 45.
Gavin Kenyon on the tackle. He come from the other side to make that tackle. Good job, pursuit.
Steve Whitehead just texted me. I think he's remembering that game over there in Brownsburg, and Grant Grimmel had his coming out party that night. He looked good that night. Well, Grant's up at St. Francis now.
That's right. Enjoying life.
Back to pass is done.
Oh. Incomplete.
Decent coverage. I mean, you're asking a lot of your defensive backs to cover for that long. That was he probably had 3.5 seconds or so to pass. That's an eternity back there trying to cover these receivers. Yeah. So he was forced to step up in the pocket, which I think caused that throw to be a little overthrown. You got a lot of wind out here tonight. You really got to execute that one. Big play in this ball game right now with 8 minutes and 18 seconds left. Brownsburg, mark this down, guys. With 8 minutes and 18 seconds left, Brownsburg's got a 3rd and 12 from their own 45. Millers look like they're going to rush 3. Got the pistol. Play action to Cheryl.
Long pass.
Broken up. The ball was there. It was downwind. It wasn't really. It was underthrown maybe a little bit, but big play there by the Millers.
Good job by Cameron Wilson, number 24.
Cam Wilson's been playing some football, man. He's limping around a little bit. Rub some dirt on it. Nobody hurt you. Let's go. Brownsburg is forced to punt. You got Gage Gully and Logan Schaffner back. I'd watch the fake around midfield. It is 4th and 12, but they got some athletes, and you can see their kicker's an athlete. Kicking downwind, this ball is it's not a great kick, but it's going to be effective.
Roll though.
Rolls out about the 14-yard line. Miller's going to take over with 8 minutes and 1 second left at the 14, down 5. I'll tell you right now, if Coach Sharp could make a wish, it would be for a 7-minute and 59-second touchdown drive.
Let's thank one of our sponsors. The Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance is a partnership with 17 youth sports-related programs across the great city of Noblesville. The mission of NYSA is to promote, evaluate outstanding youth programs across our community and also provide scholarship opportunities. Our motto is 17 programs, 7,000 kids, one community.
Elephant eye for the Millers. Logan on the super ISO. Schaffner's able to break through.
Good second effort there.
Picked up about 4 yards. It's a big drive right now. I mean, one thing, both teams have learned something here tonight. The Millers should have learned, and they should know this by now, they can play with anybody. And Brownsburg's learned, hey, we can't overlook anybody.
That's true. And that's the way it is in 6A football, though.
In our conference, gee, Christmas, man.
I mean, what's the score on that Center Grove game now? I mean,
last I heard they were down, and Coach McCoy hasn't texted me, which means might not be good. Might not be good. 2nd and 7-ish. Well, there we go.
There we go. First down, Millers.
Off the right side, picks up about 9 or 10. Going to be I think that was Gage Gully on the power there. Yeah, that was Gage Gully just on straight power. Picked up a couple good blocks by Bellum and Schaff and cut it back.
I'll tell you, Schaffner has been a tremendous player for the Millers here in his career. Still got plenty of time left, too.
Miller's back in that elephant eye. Schaffner off the right side. He's able to squirt free and get about 4 or 5. I would like to take a second here. Perry, you and I talked earlier about Blake Widget, number 12 for the Millers. If you guys recall the very first play of our game when we played at Lucas Oil, he busts about a 70-yard run and he gets tackled awkwardly and hits his head, and he's just not been back and is not going to play this season. His senior year, I know it's tough on him. Great kid, one of our best, most explosive athletes and leaders, and it's tough on you lose your senior year. I do know he plays up. Does he play baseball too?
Yeah.
Yeah, good athlete, and look forward to seeing him out there, hopefully playing some other sports and getting after it. Just heart goes out to a kid that isn't able to do what he loves, you know. Logan squirts free there and almost a disadvantage, squirting free and losing a few yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 9. I'm going to look at the spread, etch in, bail them out. Look to throw the ball here or run some kind of draw screen action. You know, again, this is not where you want to be against Brownsburg. We're definitely seem to have an advantage running on them up the middle, but they got athletes. And
Hunter Childs again on a great play there.
Yeah, he's a little bit everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Baker letting it go.
So letting it go to Brewer. Double coverage out there, just, you know.
Brewer's got double coverage all night long here.
Let your guy make a play. Tough to do. Yeah, it really hurt to lose yards on that second down play. All right, 4th down. Laterno's coming back on here. 5.5 minutes left. We need to get another kick, solid kick into the wind, and
good
another
roll. We don't need any run back.
Another defensive stop, but Brownsburg's just looking to run this clock out. Each team has all 3 of their timeouts left. Pretty good kick by Laterno. Very
another
nice
roll.
Yeah, not going to roll out of bounds. About 33-yard line. 34-yard line.
Sean, I want to remind everybody, Hamilton County TV will be back here tomorrow morning for the freshman football game. It's Noblesville versus Brownsburg. Both those teams undefeated, both 7-0. So that's a big game. And then we'll move over at 1 o'clock for sectional soccer for the boys at 1 o'clock, and then be back here that night for IEFA football, in which Brownsburg will be playing Noblesville again that night in the championship. Who's on the first game?
Center Grove and Carmel.
So
Center Grove and Carmel, the number 1 seed, and going against Carmel, who Carmel upset Avon. Carmel was the 5 seed, and then we were the number 2 seed in the Grinders, and we were playing Brownsburg, who were the 6 seed and upset Westfield last week.
Yeah.
So big games. I'll say that freshman game, I'm going to go ahead and declare that's the state freshman championship game tomorrow. Let's call it. Call it what it is. Here's Dunn on the keep. He gets the edge a little bit there. Looks like he might have picked up the first down or darn close to it. Again, at this point, Brownsburg just wants to sustain something here.
Oh, absolutely.
They're up 5, and these are the things that you'll be like, well, the Millers played with them. It's a moral victory. I know just talking to Coach Metzler and Sharp, they're sick of moral victories. They want victories,
Yeah.
We've had a lot of moral victories in the last 10 years. We need to get some real victories. And they've played well enough to win this football game.
Yes, they have.
Okay, shifting over. Austin Hastings doing a masterful job.
There he goes. Oh!
Big hit. I'll tell you, number 5 for Noblesville, Jackson Peterson, ain't scared of nothing.
No.
He came up hard. He came up hard from that safety position and took on one of the best running backs in the state as hard as he could.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Good football.
Good football. We lack a little bit of that physicality sometimes, and some kids just born with it. Some kids can be taught, and you get a little contact confidence. And a lot of that we try to teach, just getting knowing where your eyes should be, knowing where your pads should be, and once you feel comfortable that here's my aiming point, here's my body position, you can just go. Here's Dunn on the keep here, picks up a 7 or 8 yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to try to just keep that ball on the ground if possible and grind this out.
It's the Sherrill and Dunn Law Firm, if you ask me. I
wouldn't deviate from that, would you?
No, they're a couple good ball players. Dunn wears that 18, big tall kid, looks like Peyton Manning, but he don't run like him.
No.
Brownsburg definitely slowing it down here. 3.5 minutes to go. This wants to sustain a buck drive, hold the football. Sherrill bottled up. He's going to get the first down, though. He's a lot like Schaffner. You're just one guy. It's hard to get a hold of him.
Garrett Sherrill on the carry again for Brownsburg.
I believe he's going to pick up the first down. The only good news for the Millers there is he did run out of bounds. He does that a lot, I've noticed. He's comfortable running out of bounds after he gets the yards he wants.
Well, I mean,
save his body a little bit.
Yeah, he takes a hitting now, so.
Yeah.
Whenever you can give that body a little bit of rest, you need to do that. Especially,
Play clock down to 5.
He hasn't been out of this ball game much at all.
No, it's just done. Power play.
He's getting out of bounds.
He slid. He made a smart play there.
Yeah.
Pick up a couple. But the Millers are. Sharp's got to start
still running, so
he's got to start thinking about timeouts here. Probably after this play, I'd expect to use one, unless it's 3rd and 1 or something like that. He might try to just milk it a little longer. But at some point here, they're going to snap this ball at roughly 2:40. You really need to hold him to 2-3 yards or less here. It's going to be Sherrill. He's going to make a nice cut. I thought he fumbled the football.
Yeah, I did too. He looked down like he thought he lost it.
He might. Did he drop it and bounce back up to him?
I'm not real sure. Austin Hastings on the tackle there.
No gain on the play. I want to see this here.
There's a flag on the play.
He got his face mask ripped off. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Crowd's booing because they missed the one earlier, but that was clearly a face mask. That's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line now. I think the clock will start.
Penalty moves the ball down to the Noblesville 16-yard line.
Yeah, they're starting the clock. Now, Noblesville has no choice but to use timeouts moving forward now. This clock's going to run down under 2 minutes. Your best hope at this point is to hold them to a field goal. Keep it 8-point, 1-possession game. This is where coaches know, hey, we need to break our huddle by, 14 seconds, 12 seconds, whatever it is.
This is something they practice all the time. I mean,
still snap the ball with 8 seconds on the play clock. As a coach, you don't want that. You got to start burning some timeouts, Coach Sharp. He's got one. 1:55. That's the first timeout for the Millers of this half.
Yeah, I want to give some love, too. We haven't said much about Noblesville girls soccer. Last night they beat Hamilton Southeastern, who was ranked number 2 in the state here, at Southeastern 2-1, as the Millers the loss earlier in the season to Southeastern by the same score, 2-1. Meredith Tipner scored a goal and also had an assist on the goal. So
are the Miller girls ranked?
Yeah, the Miller girls are third, I believe, third or fourth.
Are the boys ranked as well?
Yeah, the boys are 1.
Is that good?
Yeah. Huh?
I got to get out there.
Boys games at 2, girls games at 6.
Admittedly, never has been a soccer guy, but I did watch. I watched the Millers practice last year with their boys team out there, and they're well coached and got good energy and just a good mojo and culture around what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. That girls game, by the way, is at Hamilton Southeastern against Fishers.
Sure.
Oh, they got him, but man, he's dangerous here. Look at that. Man, he is so quick. He is unbelievably
He's
quick.
probably going to get a first down here after it looked like it was going to be 3rd and 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So first down, Millers have 2 timeouts left. This is really this is looking rough here. They can stop the clock after this play, which is going to be right around the 1 minute mark, maybe 1:05.
Here's that play. What a
they
play!
Got 2 more timeouts, so they got to stop them. They got to stop them. There's no options here.
Fumble.
Miller's got the ball.
Oh my goodness! The Millers recover the fumble.
That's
10.
That wasn't in the cards. All right, so Millers take over at the 5-yard line with 1:13
Gavin
and 10
Kenyon on the
timeouts.
recovery.
Still 2 timeouts. Boy, that's something Coach Hart's going to be in his ear about. I mean, that's ball security is of the utmost importance,
especially
at
at this time.
That kid's beating himself up there and cheering for his defense to bail him out right now.
Yeah,
kid's one of the best running backs I've ever seen. You hate for to see a kid make a mistake like that, but man, he is a special athlete. Well, see what the Millers are doing. This isn't exactly their bread and butter, but you know, if you got a hook and ladder, if you got a gimmick play, if you got anything,
you might want to use it.
I'd loop Schaffner around behind the linebackers and hope for the best.
Oh, Gage Gully.
I mean, you're going to see 2 or 3 defenders on Aiden Brewer. So somebody else has got to make a play.
Luke Etchison back in the ball game. Another receiver can catch a football. One thing about it, we got Gully, we got Etchison out there, Max Miller out there.
Okay, you see trips to the right side, which I like that at this point because it doesn't allow them to double team Aiden Brewer more than likely. Baker kind of skips that one in. He got a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, I did.
I don't like those rollout plays personally. You're playing now on a 10-yard wide field, and it just compresses everything.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a design there that makes sense, or maybe he got forced and that wasn't an intentional rollout. But tough spot there. I think the Millers are going to have to hit something over the middle. They're going to have to hit a post, or you can see over the top right now. The safeties are really spread out in cover 2.
Yeah, they're bringing 4 too. I mean,
it's a soft cover 2, meaning you got 2 deep safeties, and the corners are playing really off as well. But you're going to have to hit something over the middle.
They're
and split those safeties. There it is. He had him there. That would have been a first down too.
Yeah.
That route was a really tough there because we had 2 guys in the same spot. You don't really.
Yeah, I don't think that should have been.
No, you don't want that. You don't want to bring defenders into where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
No, this is it. This is, 4th and 10. Do or die. They're calling the routes there. Baker's calling them out verbally. Catch is made by Gage Gully at the 30-yard line. We don't have time to celebrate, Etch.
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go, guys.
1st and 10 at the 30. Clock is stopped while the chains move. We need to get moving. Still have 2 timeouts. They got to go.
Let's go, Bake.
That's way too long.
Come on, Bake.
All right. 2 by 2. Man, if you could hit Schaffner on a
Etchison with the catch.
Call timeout. He's got
timeout.
it. Sharp calls the timeout with 34 seconds left.
Here's the replay.
See, that's just a simple hitch route by Etch, just trying to pick up 8 or 9. Oh, this is a replay of the Gawley catch. Gawley comes from the slot, which we called number 2 receiver from the sidelines, comes up, and coverage is good. He just went up and he got inside leverage and stayed on it.
Here's the other one to Etchison. Etchison, a little curl route there. Fights for timeout called.
Center Grove's up on Lawrence North 22-19 right now. Wow. I don't know if that's a final. Millers will have the ball here at about the 37-yard line. Got 35 seconds left. They still have 1 timeout remaining.
No matter what, I would say Coach Hart probably thinks he was in a football game tonight.
I think he knows he was in a football game, but hey, I'd like him to know he lost one. Millers are aligned 2-by-2 again. Well, if they could sneak Schaffner around behind, they're putting a lot of pressure. He's just there to pass block.
There's Schaffner. What a tackle! That was a great tackle.
I didn't know Schaffner was out there. They've got
Simmons made a great tackle from Brownsburg.
Okay, that's going to be a penalty on Brownsburg as well for 12 men on the field. Millers went under center just with the kill play. And with 25 seconds left, it's going to be another 5 yards as Brownsburg could not get a guy off the field. Ball's going to be moved up to about the 40. So with 25 seconds left, Millers will have the ball 1st and 5 from the 40 with 1 timeout remaining. Yeah, they brought in, the Millers brought in this kid that I should know his name, Bryce Englert at halfback, and put Logan out there as a receiver, which I didn't even notice. That's pretty good. You want Schaffner, you got Schaffner and Brewer up there on the same side, and you got Gully and Miller down here. You got a lot of quickness and speed.
Yeah, you do.
And, Bryce Englert's one of the quickest kids on the team.
I was going to say Englert's fast, but he's staying in the block.
There was a miscommunication there. Miller looked like he cut his route off while Bake thought he was taking it all the way on a fade route.
Yeah. Well, this is not our expertise here on this.
This is where if you got a hook and ladder type of play or something, they're playing press coverage on Brewer, so you're not, I wouldn't say press, but they're, 5 yards off. They're not giving a big cushion. Good pickup by Englert. Pass across the middle. That was there.
Yeah, it was. Schaffner had his man beat.
Just a tough route to the inside now. 3rd down and 5. This is where, players are getting winded. They're just running and running and running. Play clock's already down to 25, and Schaffner's just now back to the line of scrimmage. Love to see him be able to bring Brewer into the slot.
Let's go, Bake.
Play clock's down to 10, 9, 8. They got to get moving. Brownsburg's calling the timeout. Okay. Brownsburg's a little winded themselves. That's a lot of running
that's
around.
Probably true too. Absolutely.
Again, I believe it's going to have to be something over the middle, which is what they just had. I'd love to see a play that Brewer can move into the slot, though. When you got him up at the number 1, they're going to put that corner on him. I don't know how much we got in, but I'd like to see him in a slot with a safety or something like that. It's a lot harder to cover that. You can even motion him, do some things, but we'll see what happens here. Miller's got to get in the end zone, down 5. 13.9 seconds left. Ball's at the 40-yard line on the left hash. Still have a timeout left, so again, you could theoretically, but at 13-9, you're lucky to run 2 plays here. You might have time to run 3, but that'd be, only if 1 play really goes by in a blur. You're probably looking at 2 plays. It'd be great to pick up 15 or 20 here and give yourself a little better chance. I got Miller and Brew up top. Schaffner came back to block.
There's Brewer. Intercepted.
Yeah, ball was a little underthrown. But man, into that wind, you're asking for Baker to throw that ball about 60 yards there.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, get 15 or 20 of it there, and then you got a shot. But, you know, it's easy for me to say up here.
Yeah.
Man, what an effort. What an effort by the Millers. You know,
looks like the crowd's recognizing that, too, out there.
Yeah, you got to have some positive energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Brownsburg is a legitimate football team, you know, and this is a good look for the Millers. You know, you want the victory, but they got to be pretty satisfied with their effort, holding this team to 27. A team that's been putting 50 on everybody.
Let me tell you that the least amount they've had all year long is 35 points.
All right. Grayson Owens trying to start something down there. I love Grayson. Hey, we got Avon next week. We got sectional draw Sunday night, and I think we got a sectional that I don't think the Millers are afraid of anybody that's in it. So Brownsburg finishes, I believe, with HSC next week. That'll be really that'll be for the conference because HSC's lost one, but Brownsburg can seal the deal next week. Well, you know, that'll be a big game. So,
well, Sean, great time tonight. I appreciate you helping me this year. It's been fun.
I love it. I hope we're back here for another game. Hope we get one more.
Man. All right. We'll see you later.